So the past 2 weeks, I realized I should never question God and always have faith no matter what. And who am I to tell you? Honestly, nobody. I'm a nobody. Take this message how you want to. But the past 2 weeks, I've really been struggling. So I got a new job. It's a sales job, and yeah, I get paid every week no matter what. But the amount of money on the table you can make from this sales job is insane. And I've only made 3 sales this month. I'm gonna be honest. It's way more than what I would have got paid in security. But it's the fact that the potential amount of money I could have made. I had 7 failed credits on top of the 3 deals I made. So what is this a failed credit? Basically, they agreed to the deal. They like what you offered, but their credit just wasn't good enough. I had 7 of those. Honestly, that's probably like a world record. And I asked God, I'm like, why me? Why couldn't it be somebody else? Why did I have to mentally be defeated while everybody else is winning? And I was talking to my coworker the other day, and I told him, I think God is blessing me in another path right now instead of this path. I think this path is teaching me something mentally, but He's showing me the hard work is paying off on this other path. And what other path am I talking about? So on my business account, on my, the business I'm running, I had a video 3 million views. 3 million views. And at first we were getting like maybe 1 to 3 signups a day. After that 3 million views, I'm like up to 15, 20 signups a day. And it's still going. I think we died down a little bit. But God blessed me on that. I'm going to be honest. God blessed me on that path. And on top of that, on my clip pages for this YouTube channel, I have clip pages. Those are racking up views out of nowhere the past week. Like videos are hitting 20K, 30K views on Instagram and TikTok. Gaining followers every day. And it's really shown me that, never question God. Never question what He has in store for you, because that's what He had in store for me that week. I was so consistent. I'm consistent in both things, the business, the job, and the content. And God blessed me with the content. And maybe God blessed me with being mentally strong with the sales job. I don't know. I'm not going to question it. But, that's how I'm feeling. I feel like God put those obstacles from that sales job to make me keep going. I have no choice. I have to keep that job. It's a good paying job even if I don't make sales. I get paid more than what I was making doing overnight security. So I can't complain. I just know there's there's levels to it. And I'm going to get to that top level. Maybe just not the first month I started working. Maybe not. But soon I will, through consistency and through hard work. But those 7 failed credits, you know what it taught me? It taught me on to the next, keep going. And what did that contribute to? It contributed to the content. The content. That video didn't blow up, on to the next. That video didn't blow up, on to the next. And guess what? That video ended up blowing up. I had 2 low-key viral videos in the past 3 days off TikTok. And on Instagram, there's 1 popping off right now. And then on the business channel, 1 video hit 3 million views. There's people in my city probably, in my neighbors that have seen this video. They don't know that I posted the video. They've seen it in their feed. They probably liked it, laughed, moved on. They didn't know I was behind it. They didn't know I was behind the scenes. It's low-key crazy if you think about it. And what does that have to do with anything? Honestly, it just shows you that you never know who's truly working hard. You never know who's truly having faith. You never know who's truly consistent every day. You never know who's truly down bad, on their ass, willing to make something happen. Every day I live my life like I'm down bad on my ass. 2 years ago, I was working in Chicken Express. I didn't know what to do. I was skinny. I'm still low-key skinny. But 2 years ago, I was dead, broke, skinny, way skinnier than I am right now. My girl was cheating. All of the above. Every situation that could diminish you as a man, I was going through it. I didn't know what to do with my life. And it was crazy, honestly. I had no dreams. I had no faith. I had no ambition. I was washing dishes in the Chicken Express dishwashing room. And what did that teach me as a man? It taught me nobody gives a fuck about you. You have to make shit happen right now. The crazy part is, one of the people that trained me, he still works there. He still works at Chicken Express, and he said it's a good paying job. Motherfucker told me $13 an hour was good for him. Bro, I don't know what nobody's situation. I don't know anybody's situation, but I couldn't settle for 13. Matter of fact, I was even making 13 when I was working there. I was making 12. 12. What the fuck was 12 going to do? That's not even enough for a Chipotle burrito per hour. And I just had to learn. And what I have learned lately, you have to have faith in God and don't question it. Don't question what happens. If your life goes to shit, you still have to have faith in God. Because what could it be? It could be trials and tribulations. Or it could just be your own self fucking you up and you have to learn from it and bounce back. Because at the end of the day, you know, we have to be 100% honest with ourselves. We cause everything in our lives. Maybe not the miracles, but we cause everything in our lives. Everything bad that happens to you, everything good that happens to you, you have to blame it on yourself. You have to blame it on yourself. If I had a girl cheat on me, if I had a girl do me wrong, if I had a, like for real, if I had a homeboy snake me, if I had a girl snake me, if I just had like a bad event, if I got in a car crash, no matter what it was, I'm going to blame it on myself because I have to take accountability in my life. Nobody else is going to take accountability for me. Nobody else helps me in my life. It's only me and God. And I'm going to take accountability for all the wrongs I do. Even if I didn't do it wrong, I'm going to have to take accountability for what the outcome was. You know, lately I've been struggling on accepting the position I am in life. You know, I see 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds just living the life, living in that exotic car, having the McLaren, having the BMW. And I'm just in my, you know, my car. But I'm still thankful that I'm in the position I am. There's some people that don't have a roof. There's some people that don't have food on the table. There's some people that would kill for the job I have. There were some people that would probably kill for that overnight security job I was doing. When I was working it, I wanted to be killed, to be honest. I didn't want to work that job. But I had to be accepting in the position I was in. I had to be thankful because it could always get worse. My life, all I've done my whole life is bounce back from the worst possible situation ever. And I'm going to bring this up. I probably brought it up before in videos. But literally one time, I smoked weed, I tweaked out on my ass, and I like literally ruined my life for 6 months. I'm going to be honest. I was tweaking. My mind wasn't working right. Everything was just going wrong. I had insomnia and panic attacks, anxiety for like 6 months straight. Nobody fucking helped me. Nobody helped me. All I had was God. All I had was God. And even then, I wasn't praying like that. Even then, I just wasn't as faithful. But I knew I only had God. I knew I only had God because in my dreams, the demons had me. I ain't gonna lie. You know, that's how bad it was. I was seeing demons in my dreams. I was, you know, having sleep paralysis, hearing demonic voices. It was bad. That's how bad it was. And nobody saved me from that except for God. You know, in the Bible, it says keep a sober mind and, you know, to fast. And that was one of the things that got rid of what I was going through, fasting. And I tell people all the time, bro, just fast. And honestly, I don't know what this has to do with anything. Basically, what I'm saying is you could bounce back from any situation. Literally, like 4 or 5 years ago, I was tweaking out of my mind. I thought I was going to be crazy. I thought I was going to be a schizophrenic or something. And I still made it through that situation. And you know what's crazy? 2 years later, a year later, I'm thinking that situation, it couldn't get worse than that. No, it could definitely get worse. Matter of fact, the same situation can come back and you could go through the same feelings, same emotions that you were going through before. But this time, it's harder because you thought you got through it already. No, you didn't. It's coming back. Now you have to do something different. Now you have to relive the experience you already did. And it's harder because you already went through it once. Now why can't I do the same thing and get over it again? No, you have to learn again. You have to start from square one. It's not the same thing no more. So yeah, you know, I advise keep your mind sober-minded. Keep yourself, just keep yourself on the right path. Because if not, all it takes is one bad situation just to ruin your life, ruin your mental. I've seen a couple homeboys hit them differently. You know, God willingly, I bounced back. God willingly, I, you know, saved myself. But there's a couple homeboys that couldn't save themselves. I'm seeing them every day on social media, on whatever. I'm like, damn, I miss my homeboy. I miss you, bro. You're not the same. I see it in your eyes. You have killer eyes. Man, I miss you. And nobody takes it fucking serious. And it's because we're all away from God, bro. We're all away from God. And the only way to really just feel something or just be alive, bro, is just have faith in God. You know, my worst times in my life, that's when I felt closest to God. Because you have no choice but to go to Him. Who are you going to go to? Your parents? No, your parents don't give a fuck. Sadly, I'm sorry. You're going to go to your girl? What the fuck is your girl going to do? Give you a hug? Like, matter of fact, this is going to sound bad. This is going to sound bad, but, you know, there was this girl I really liked. I spent the night with her. We didn't do nothing. Anyways, I spent the night with her, and in the morning, we were just chilling, you know, And I told her, I said, I'm gonna be honest. You know, it's the morning. I just can't be chilling with you. I feel like a bum. I gotta get my day started. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to leave. I said it in a respectful manner though, you know. And she understood completely. She's like, I understand, like, go do your thing. But I'm just saying, what the fuck was I even talking about? Okay, I look and remember what I was saying. Like, I like that girl so much, but I knew in the moment I'm in, the time of my life I'm in, she couldn't help me. She wasn't on like the same path that I was on. I'm gonna be honest. I liked her a lot, but you know, I couldn't be that dude just hanging out with a girl, spending the night every day, not doing nothing with their life. That's the beginning stages of a bum dude. And I be telling people that, I'm like, bro, if you just hang out with your girl all day, spend the night at your girl's house all the time, not doing anything with your life, that's the beginning stages of a bum ass dude. And I told her that I didn't want to be a bum ass dude. I had to go do something. I gotta go start my day. I gotta go edit some videos. I gotta work on the business. I gotta go. I'm sorry. Honestly, I should have brought my MacBook to her crib, but I wasn't thinking. Honestly, I did bring the MacBook to the crib, but it just doesn't hit the same, to be honest. It doesn't hit the same. You know, I couldn't hit flow state, to be honest. But yeah, so basically, bro, don't get distracted. And if you get distracted, catch on, bounce back. Literally, there's only so much losing you could do. You have to win one day at least. You have to win a couple days out the month eventually. You know, that's how life works. You have to keep going. Life is like that miner trying to get those diamonds. The one, he keeps going. The other one, he gives up. Be the one that doesn't give up, because he knows there's diamonds there. That's how life literally is. One day, there's going to be diamonds. You just have to keep mining. You have to keep going. Don't be the little dude who just gives up right when he's right there. The next day might be the day you make it. And literally, that's how my past 2 weeks have been. Yeah, I might have not made as many deals for that job. But bro, 3 million views for my business page. My clip page is low-key blowing up. I'm getting followers every day. Literally, I feel like the miner. I literally feel like the miner that diamonds are finna hit. And of course, like, yeah, I still get paid a lot of money from that job. But there's way more on the table. And you never know. Hey, next week I might pop out with 7 deals in a week. I might pop out with 10 bands from a job in a week. Literally. That's literally what that job is capable of. I could literally make 10 bands that week just from that job. But you know, I'm happy with what I have right now. You know, when I was working overnight, you know, yeah, I was getting paid decent, but matter of fact, I was working overnight and my balls were shrinking. Literally, when you don't sleep, you lose testosterone. That's literally how my life was doing. So I'm thankful for, you know, the job I have right now. I'm already getting paid way more, even if I'm not making that many deals. But you know, when the deals start raining, I'm like that guy that's mining. I'm the guy that's mining. Literally, when the deals start coming, I'm the miner that never gave up. You know, I have different things I'm doing, and I'm mining for diamonds in each path. And one day it's just gonna start raining. You know, the content, low-key, I'm getting a little bit of diamonds there. I'm gonna keep going, I'm not gonna stop. Because at the end of the day, I'm still level 1 with this content shit. And at the end of the day, it's only just to promote like the business and to like document my business journey. Of course, you know, I want to be seen. I want to put myself out there. But, you know, I want to do it for the right reasons. So yeah, there I'm mining diamonds still. The job where I get deals, you know, every deal is a commission, even though I already get paid base pay. That is also a grind itself. It's teaching me a lot of skills. It's teaching me mind manipulation. It's teaching me a bunch of stuff that, you know, the common human can't comprehend. So, you know, I'm thankful. You know, that job is also a grind. I'm also mining diamonds there. And yeah, and I'm also mining diamonds with my faith in God. And that's the main path I'm focused on. Yeah, the content's cool. Yeah, the business cool. Yeah, the job is cool. Yeah, I'm getting paid. It's cool. I'm getting paid off the business as well. But what is all that without your soul? So that's why I'm really focused on that faith in God. I'm focused on my faith in God, and I'm never going to question him. I'm going to be honest, yeah, I did question him like a week ago, but that's my main focus, my faith in God. And, you know, hopefully this changes your perspective on God. You know, not the universe. We don't talk about the universe. I don't know, like, what, you know, you feel me? No, God. God. You watch to the end of this video, God bless you, bro.